Hi everyone, we're excited. We just released actually a free extension that you can enjoy. What it does, it allows you to gain full control over the category URL, and we're going to demonstrate that right now. To download the extensions, you can go to Activo Extensions, which is at extensions.activo.com, and then go ahead and head to free extensions, and you'll see improved control over category URL for SEO. Just follow the steps. I already have a copy here, and we're going to show you also the installation process, which should be fairly simple. This is my store server for demonstration purposes, and this is right here the folder that I have open. So I'm going to go ahead and unzip the file, and we're going to go inside in here in the FTP program and just drag and drop it. It's going to copy all the necessary files. Now if we log in, I already logged in here, but let me log out. This is my store. This is just the sample website for the demonstration. So to make sure that it's installed, you go to configuration, and you'll notice under Activo Extensions you'll see category URL SEO, and by default it's enabled. So if you want to install it and disable it, I don't know why you would, but that's an option. Basically what it does is once you enable this, it will get rid of the parent category in the URL, and I'll give you an example how this works. First of all, we're going to create a category with this disabled. So we're going to save this as disabled, and I'm going to go ahead and create, first of all, we're going to create a clean category. Let's call it, I don't know, retail. Or retail merchandise, and we're gonna leave the URL key open, let the system do its thing. Now let's go to the front end here, and we're gonna see this new link, and notice how it's retail-merchandise. Okay, later we're gonna give you another tip on what's the best practice for catalog URLs, but for now let's just focus on this. So now I'm here again, and I'm selecting this retail merchandise, and I'm going to add the subcategory of, let's say, shoes. Now remember that currently the extension is turned off. So when I go back to the home page, I refresh the front end, and I go to shoes, then the URL is retail-merchandise/shoes. Now, if you're an SEO expert, you know that, especially when you have like 3-4 level deep categories, that's not good for SEO, because then you have pages, and all your consequent product pages are also underneath, let's say, 3 or 4 levels of folders. Like, the search engines, they see this as a folder. So when we go to the extension configuration area and we're going to enable it, all it does is it gets rid of the parent category in the URL in a very simple and clean manner. So when we're going to add another subcategory, we're going to say hats. And then now our category is just hats, and so does all our products are going to be underneath and everything. And if you just want to say, well, what do you mean by full control? Well, if you have retail merchandise and you don't want to create another sub-level in the folder structure, then what you can do is you can say retail, let's say pants here. So we're gonna actually force a URL key, and you can say retail merchandise pants. So then this will actually force the URLs to whatever you say, so you have more control over it. So it's not slash here, it's actually dash, or you can get rid of the merchandise if you don't need it, or you can get rid of the retail if you don't need it, or you can just do whatever you want to do here. But it gives you a lot of control. Now here's the tip. By default, the settings for Magento comes so that this is the default. Okay, so like product URL suffix is .html, categories URL suffix is also .html. Now if you really know SEO a little bit, you rather do slash here for the category URL suffix, and you also want to do, change use canonical link metadata for meta tag for product. You want to do yes, and you want to do yes. And then if you have, this is optional, but if you have categories or multiple categories with the same product, so you can associate the products in multiple categories, then you want to use no here. You want to have the products. If it's the same product, you don't want to have two URLs to the same product. So those are the tips that we're going to give you right now for SEO optimization right off the box, without anything too special about, without having to like rewrite a huge part of Magento. Now notice that I did my settings, but you can see at the bottom here on my screen, still didn't change anything. So in order to change those things, what you have to do is actually reindex this catalog URL rewrites, which actually creates redirects from the old URLs as well. So if you have an existing store that actually had a bunch of stuff, it will create the redirects for them. So again, notice that our extension is turned on. So when you go to retail merchandise, you go to retail merchandise. When you go to hats, it goes to hats. When you go to pants, it goes to pants, or whatever we said in the URL key. And then if you have any questions about shoes, the reason it has -1 is because we have another category that has shoes here. So it automatically, that's part of Magento that creates the automation. Therefore, if there is like the same category name, it will actually add a dash and a number. And that's it for this demo. Hope you enjoyed it, and best of luck with e-commerce out there.